crazy. Like, I'm really surprised at you. I took you to be a little different, but it's cool.
We could pull up receipts.
Pull them up. You're not gonna take over our house. Like, that's crazy.
What's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Blueface. Now it seems like Blueface has had his share of drama in the past or whatnot, right? Currently, he's got this whole thing going on where they're talking about that he possibly, he allegedly, got into a fight with a bouncer. I did a whole video about that, right? Check that out. Now, the story in that is starting to develop as charges come out and stuff like that, so it'll be interesting. But what's even more interesting and more current is a situation that took place between Wack 100, who's Blueface's manager, longtime manager, and pretty much the guy who handles anything and everything dealing with Blueface in his career, right? Well, it seems like Wack 100 was having an interaction with one of Blueface's ex-artists named Chriseanrock. Now, Chriseanrock was one of the people who was on his reality show, I want to call it, man. It was only available on one platform, and we know what platform that is. And it was basically a spinoff of like Blueface's own type of, house full of ladies, doing different things or whatnot, man. It's hard to categorize it. The best comparison I can say is the Bad Girls Club. I think at one point they were calling it Blueface's Bad Girls Club, but, Bad Girls Club is owned by some other entity. Well, it seems like there's some type of confusion on if she still lives in that house or not, where they filmed this, or this location where a lot of the scenes were filmed. So I'm not sure if Blueface owns it or if Wack 100 owns it. I just know that Chriseanrock was getting kicked out of the spot in a viral set of videos, and we're going to check out these clips. Now, before we do that, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this situation with Chriseanrock allegedly being booted out of this crib, man. Now, it's a wild situation because the police showed up and tempers are flaring, right? Everybody is up on edge, and you can hear the intense conversation between Wack 100 and Chriseanrock. It sounds like he's half trying to teach her a lesson and half trying to scold her for doing something. But man, let's check out the clip.
House in New York, house in Calabasas.
I live here for free. I work. What are you talking about?
You work what? What do you do?
I'm an artist.
You work where?
What are you talking about?
You work where? You pay a bill?
I work for you.
You don't work for He dropped you a week ago. 2 weeks ago. He dropped you. You can you explain to her that I have the right to say, I don't want to do business with you. So you're free to go.
It's still everything I owe?
You owe what? You don't owe us.
Like, where are your clothes? She don't have anything.
Ain't nothing here because it's been 18 minutes.
Okay. You want to keep lying? Go check the fuck. Like, y'all, what are you talking about?
What about the washer? What about the washer? There's been 18 girls here that, like, the footage is there, brother. 18 girls been here the last.
I came home because I came home, bro. I came home, y'all started tripping.
What? We came home, we started tripping. Yeah. She knew we was gone.
Now, in that exchange, it sounds like Wack 100 is basically you telling the police, his side of the story, as well as giving her an opportunity to tell her side of the story, and giving her questions, man. Giving her probing questions for her to answer, just to establish who actually owns the rights to that property and who can kick who out of that house. Now, what Wack 100 is doing is being a very good mouthpiece for Blueface, man. Like I've always said, that Wack 100 seems like the Dame Dash style of manager. He's a good manager when it comes to protecting his artists and thinking quick on his feet, man, and establishing, a set of rules and boundaries throughout the conversation. And I like when he does that, to be honest, because you start to get a feel later in these other clips that maybe Wack 100 and Blueface, if they've already severed their ties, they've already severed their relationship with her as an artist, that, they have every right to have her, booted from the crib. And I hate to say booted like it's a good thing, and I hate to see somebody put out their crib, especially later in the video, because it gets a little sad, you know what I mean? But, right is right, and laws are laws. And when you have that expectation to stay in a residence, if it hasn't already been in writing or something like that, you can end up in a bad situation. Now, somebody's going to tell her in a second it's a learning lesson, and I believe that so. But man, let's look at the rest of these clips.
This is crazy. I'm really surprised at you. I took you to be a little different, but it's cool.
We could pull up receipts.
Come on. You're not going to take over our house. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy for any of y'all to think, will you let them take over your house? If we don't want to do business with you, we don't want to do business with you. We're not going to do any business. He's not going to. You listen. You're free to go do whatever you want to do.
All right.
I promise you, he will never talk to you again. Studio, text, nothing.
Now, in that clip, Wack 100 is basically letting it be known that they severed the relationship, the business relationship is done, and he feels like they were trying to take over. Now, he said, we're not going to let y'all take over our crib. So it makes me wonder, was there a period of time where they were outside of that house, and then, you know, somebody else or maybe might have used that as an opportunity to move into the crib? I mean, that's the implications here, or that's what it sounds like. So, you know, I don't know if that's for facts, so don't run with that. But man, he starts to clear it up a little more, and he obviously is disappointed in her actions in this.
She don't live here. She does not live here. She got people that come
Where
around.
are your stuff? Where is
Show
all
me.
your
Yeah,
stuff?
show me.
You're not her man. Is that right? You're not her man.
No, I manage, who she's saying manages her. Which, that's a complete lie.
What do you mean that's a lesson? It's a lesson because I'm pressing. I'm putting pressure on y'all, bro. For what I know it's right, bro. Feel sorry. What are y'all talking about? This is where I stay, bro.
Where's your stuff?
They cleaned it out. What are you talking about? They cleaned it out. This is my wings, bro. They cleaned my shit out. You want me to go show you clothes in the washer? Like, you probably didn't clean the washer out? What you mean?
You have a drawer? When you live in a place, you have a drawer.
I have everything, bro.
Your makeup
Okay, right now I'm
is
set up right now, bro. I don't know what I look crazy. I don't care.
But
I'm saying like it looks like I don't live here and I do. Like
Now, in that clip, what was going on was a lot. So let me break it down. So basically, the officers are walking her. The one officer is walking with her to establish if she actually lives there or not. He's going through the drawers with her. He's giving her a clear opportunity to prove that this is her residence. But as you can see, and hopefully the portions that I blacked out didn't block this out too much, because I mean I had to block out those shorts she had on. I know YouTube was gonna say something about that, man. There was just too much going on there, if you know what I mean, man. Now, in the drawers or whatnot, it looked like everything was empty. It looked like everything was empty, man. It looked like the place was gutted out. I'm sure they're gonna change it out and have new people there for the next season of Blueface's show. And I don't know how that works into her agreement with staying there, or if that has any bearing on her staying there. But obviously, man, they cleaned the place out. And when they say they, I'm assuming she means whatever production team or Blueface or whatnot. Now, I don't know if Blueface did that, but it looks like nobody's living there at current and present time. So with that opportunity, I don't know, maybe they said like, okay, we see that you're not living here, you might have to go or something. But in a later clip that she went live on social media, on Instagram to be exact, with some guy, they were talking about how he felt like she was getting scammed. So let's check that out.
It hurt my heart because like you ain't even signed and he doing this weird. It's like he taking all your independent money, scamming, taking all your shine. You rocking with him all the way, 100%, because you probably believe whatever the telling you behind closed doors. That's he's selling you dreams, Chrisean. Yeah. I don't even want to ever meet him now. I don't want to meet him unless we doing something. I don't want to meet him on no friendly, cool at all. I don't even want to see him for unless we like, yeah, like, come on, yo. Oh, wow. You the princess, our princess, all that. He really got you in the bathroom in your own house, locked out, scared, and crying. And this happen all the time, and you just don't add it. Like, come on, y'all.
Jesus. Well.
Now, to be perfectly honest, it sounded like that guy was just giving her some words of encouragement and saying what he thought she needed to hear at the time. Now, I'm not for sure that he 100% believed in all that, or if 100% of that was facts. But obviously, she's in a rough spot, which a lot of artists find themselves in sometimes, man. So many artists have had stories where they been kicked out of places, been living on couches, been doing all sorts of stuff before they made it. And this just might be another stepping stone in her career. Even though, when you think about all the things that happened while she was in the show, it would seem like she was dedicated to Blueface and a movement. But, man, you got to keep moving on and doing your own thing if that's where the road leads you. And that's where I think is the biggest lesson in this. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think her being kicked out the crib, if she's no longer under contract with Blueface and they've severed ties, is a bad thing? Or do you think that, man, once you sever ties and you're no longer associated with us, you can't really have the same benefits of an artist that is? You know what I mean? And that makes perfect business sense to most people. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.